Hello, I'm just going to show you how to create a survey. So to create a survey in Google Docs, you go over here to where it says create new once you've logged into your account. And then you actually go down to where it says form. So it's not, so even though it appears in a spreadsheet, it actually is done under form. So you go to form and you click on that. And then here it actually takes you to your question bank. So here it's untitled form, so I'll just call this one a sample. Here would be my directions for the survey on how to fill it out. And then it goes by question. So here the question title. So what I usually do is I would put a participant name here if you're wanting them to have a name, even though it's not a question. I usually do that at the beginning. And then in this case, I leave it as text. And if I make it a required question, then this person has to put their name in this spot. I go done. And then I go on to the next question. So I'll just go into the sample question, click on the little pencil here. And then maybe I want to do a multiple choice question, so or a scale. So this would be where I would have, engage the audience for one of my own presentations, something like that. So were you engaged? And here are the different choices. So I can do multiple choice, check boxes, choosing from a list, a scale, or a grid. So in an example of my in-servicing evaluations, I do scale. And then you choose a scale from 1 to 10. Usually I do 5. And then you'd label least to most, or this is just a really quick example, but you get the idea. And then you just have to make sure that you make it a required question. So now I have two questions. One is actually just putting their name in there. The other one is an actual question. Now I'm going to add another question. So I go up to the top here where it says add an item. And in this case, maybe I want to do a paragraph text. So maybe it's a question I want them to write a sentence or two on. So I'm going to say, how was your day today? And hopefully it was a good one. And then here I would leave as paragraph text. Here would be their longer answer. So the only difference between text and paragraph is that text will just let you do a few words in one line in the editor, whereas if you have paragraph, they will actually be able to see more than one line at a time as they type. So I'm going to choose paragraph. I want to be a required question, and then I go done. And you just continue building your questions. And if you hover over any of the questions, you can go here and delete them with the garbage can. You can copy them so you have more than one question of the same thing, or you can click on the pencil to edit them. Another thing to notice is up here where it has theme. Right now it's on plain. So I can actually choose that. And then I can actually choose a different background. So maybe I want it to be this one here, the sunbeams. So that's what it would look like. I click on apply. And then if I'm finished with this, I can email this form to somebody and they would be able to fill it out. Or I can actually go and embed it into a wiki, which is what I do for my in-servicing. So if I click on embed, I get this link, and then I would toggle to HTML code, paste it into my actual wiki page, and then it would be viewed actually as the Sunbeams theme that we see right here. Oh, I just got out of it. And then I'll just show you what that looks like. So I'm going to close out of here because I'm done with this, and it's already saved. So I'm going to close out of that. Okay, and then you're going to see the little sample that I created right here. So this is a sample. And if anyone had filled it out, then it would have the timestamp. It would have their name here and then all their questions all the way across. If it was a scale, it would just have their numbers. And then at the end, I always have like a comment or evaluation. So there'd actually be words in the last column here. So the different views that you can see this form from your end as the originator is to go down to where it says show summary of responses. In this case, if it was actually filled out, it would show a little graph representation of what that looked like. So I'll show you one that's done here already. I'll just go to Moodle. Oh, that was someone else's. Let's go to just another one here. Okay, so this one has data in it. You can see this is how it would be filled out, and it would have the instructions over here, or the comments, I mean. And I go down here, and I go to show summary of responses, and then I would actually have a physical graph to show me for that particular in-service. So hopefully that helps you out. That should give you a really good start. If you need more information, let me know.